Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome, my friends. How's everyone doing today? It is Sunday, October 14th, 2018. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to my one major gameplay stream for the day. We are ending the week off here after a full week of streaming. Right? Tons and tons of content, tons and tons of fun new games this week. We're ending it off strong with Assassin's Creed Odyssey's major story campaign progression stream. What I mean by that, if you're wondering, you're sort of specifying what's going to be the gameplay, yes I am. Here's the deal, everybody. If you're not aware, this has been some of the busiest weeks of the hardcore gaming season of the past few years. In fact, this past week and a half kind of reminds me of, if you guys remember way back in 2014 or 2015, I forget which year it was, but there was an insane November that year where within 4 weeks, I believe it was 13 game releases, okay? It was just insanity, and the thing was, I pick and chose what games I wanted to play. It's not like I played every single one, and I was basically juggling about 6 games to the point where I was only getting to play them 1 to 2 times a week each. And what ended up happening was, sadly, a few of the games kind of fell by the wayside because they were longer, more drawn-out, narrative-based playthroughs, and people were like, man, I just don't want to wait, an entire week just to see a few hours of gameplay of this new playthrough. And it sucked because I know I missed out on a lot of viewership and attendance from people who wanted to see 1 or 2 games specifically, okay? That being said, this has been a pretty absolutely crazy hardcore gaming season this month in particular. Just this month so far, we've had Mega Man 11, Fist of the North Star, Spider-Man, Forza Horizon 4, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, WWE 2K19, and Black Ops 4 within 2 weeks, right? Now, I did finish up Mega Man very quickly, and I beat the entire story-based campaign of Forza Horizon 4, so the good news is, I got a couple things out of the way, and not to say that I'm never going back to Forza, because I am planning on possibly doing that in the future, because the game does have tons of content in it. It's just not story-based content, okay? So really I've been trying to focus in on some of these other games, and sadly, I hate to say it, really haven't made much headway. Reason being, they are incredibly long. Like, Assassin's Creed apparently is insanely long. People are saying, wow, if you play the game at a casual pace and you're doing the side content, you could play it for anywhere from like 60 to 80 hours. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, 60 to 80 hours. I mean, not that that's a major complaint. It's only a major complaint in the fact that all these games that have this insane amount of content come out at the same time, which baffles me. Just think about over the course of this last year, okay? Within the months of January to August, how many truly great games can you say came out that had that much content, robust content, right? I mean, okay, Monster Hunter World, God of War, you see what I mean? Like, you start to grasping for straws to find games that could live up to that level of quality, of that caliber. Then all of a sudden in September, we get games like Dragon Quest XI, Spider-Man, then October hits and you get like 12 of them. And it's like, if they would just spread these fucking games out, if they would just spread them out, I think for everyone, it would be a better gaming experience. But what it is, as we all know how the marketing system works for video games. They all try to release their games within 3 months at the end of the year to try to get in on Christmas artificial inflated sales. It sucks. If you're in an industry where your entire success rate depends on if you could get a few thousand extra sales for Christmas, you're in the wrong industry. I'm sorry, but if that's really what you're hinging your success on, you need to do better. And sadly, that's what this whole video game industry, a lot of these games are based on this, right? It just sucks in that regard. So here we are in October, and we've got, just think of all these games with an insane amount of content in each game. Fist of the North Star, right? Still playing Dragon Quest, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now we've got WWE 2K19 that actually has an improved and more robust campaign / my career mode, okay? It's like all these games all at once is pretty nuts, to the point where, like, it's very hard for me to juggle them all. So what I'm doing today, my main focus, what I'm planning on doing today, all right, is I want to focus on the story. I know there's a lot of side content in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've done a lot of the side content in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. In fact, on my last gameplay stream of this, 90 minutes out of the 2 hours was side content. I went through an entire region of the map that had no story missions and just ran through it doing all these side missions. And it was fun, but at the same time, I literally didn't put a dent into the story of the game. I made zero progression. Okay? So that being said, I need to start doing progression. I do. I need to start advancing the plots of all the games that I'm playing rather than kind of just sitting here dicking around with side content. The bottom line is that side content is great, and for those who maybe don't play as many games as I do and, just sit down and maybe enjoy 1 to 2 games a month, if you want to sit down with a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Fist of the North Star or, any of these games where you can do hours of endless side content, that content is there and available for you, and it's pretty good. But at this point, I've got less than 2 weeks until the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I need to start making major headway in some of these games, if not starting to wrap up some of these games, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to continue on these insanely long narrative playthroughs once RDR2 is out. Once RDR2 is out, that's going to be my focus for a while, and so I need to really start focusing in on progression. So today I'm going to try to just follow the main plot line of Assassin's Creed Odyssey for 4 hours. We're going to see how that goes. All right, maybe I can make giant headway in the game. I don't know, but we'll see. Just pushing towards the major story missions. All right. Okay, so that is going to be today's focus. 4+ hours of story advancement in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully you guys are entertained, because it will not be me, going off and wandering off to random ass bases and takeovers and stuff like that. The things I'm going to be doing are going to be for intention of story progression today. All right. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you guys are entertained. Hopefully you guys want to engage with me. Okay. And like I said, with these games in particular, especially the ones that are longer, more narrative based, we will have ample opportunity to talk and just chill and hang out here, guys. It's not going to be just about the gameplay. It's not like I'm playing Call of Duty or Street Fighter, you know what I mean? Or a game like WWE, where I constantly have to be focusing on action-based stuff. Instead, it's going to be a little bit less like that, which is a good thing. When I'm walking around and exploring and stuff, I'll be able to talk with you guys and have some fun, rather than it's, rather than just, action, okay? So that's today. I'm not doing a second stream tonight. I got some personal stuff to do tonight, bills to pay and the like. Tomorrow, I'm off. Finally, I got my day off of the week on Monday, which, in my opinion, people have been telling me that Monday is a better day than Saturday. Most people have been saying that streaming on Saturday is better. So, moving forward, we'll see how that goes. But Monday's my day off. And then I'm going to be here for 5 straight days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, of double streams. And I'm going to be focusing in, again, on major progression in every game that I'm playing, okay? So on Tuesday, WWE 2K19's My Career Mode again. And I'm trying to push forward and see how far I can get, if not finish it within 1 to 2 more sessions, okay? So we'll see. Maybe I'll finish it this week. I've actually heard, I think people said there's 15 to 18 chapters. I could be wrong, but I think that's what people told me. There's 15 to 18 chapters in it. I'm not sure, though. I guess we'll see. If anyone knows, let me know. But I believe I'm in chapter 10 or 11 right now in the game. So, maybe I'll be able to push forward and have some more progress, major progress on Tuesday. Tuesday night, I will be doing a session of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. I've only got to play it a couple times. I actually really like the mode, and I want to start adding this to my regular schedule as a chill nighttime stream where not only am I trying to do well, but you guys can join and have basically how we used to do with PUBG. That's what I want this Blackout to become, okay? Only difference is the gameplay is actually good. So imagine having all the kind of chill interactions and fun we used to have during PUBG streams, only now the game's worth playing. I mean, it's like a win-win situation. You know what I mean? Okay, then Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a major day of the stuff that, I'll be honest, is kind of more of the downtime / niche audience kind of stuff. So Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Fist of the North Star as my main gameplay stream. And then I'm going to be doing Dragon Quest XI as my nighttime stream. Okay? And I know a lot of people will say, oh, but that's a day when you're not doing anything that's like highly demanded or action-based or whatever. That's fine. Because what I want to do, again, is try to make major headway in Fist of the North Star. I believe I'm only in chapter 8 or 9 of that game, and the game has over 20 friggin' chapters. So I'm hoping, doing 4+ hours of just story, maybe I'll advance like 5-6 chapters. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll get some major progression in the game or whatever. So I guess we'll see. All right? I guess we'll see. And of course, Dragon Quest has been going great. But we also know that Dragon Quest is incredibly long. And then we all knew that there was no way I was beating Dragon Quest anytime soon anyway. I think we all felt this would be a game that'd probably be continuing until like December. And indeed it will. You know, if I'm only getting to play it 1 to 2 times a week tops, yeah, it's going to be continuing until like December. Okay? So that'll be Wednesday. And then Thursday, probably more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. All right? Probably another major stream of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. 4+ hours of attempted story progression. And then Thursday night, we'll play it by ear. Right now, I set it up as more Blackout, but maybe I will do, like, for example, if I'm really near the end of the WWE 2K19 My Career mode, maybe I'll just try to finish it off. All right? Because then on this Friday, we've got a new release, Soul Calibur 6. And the thing is, it's a fighting game, and fighting games take a lot of time and dedication to learn. And with all the stuff I'm juggling right now, I honestly don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to jump into it at a competitive level and learn characters and play ton online and everything. I don't know if I'm going to get to do it. Just because I'm juggling so much else right now. That's what I mean. Like, this month is insane to the point where, like, if you're trying to play all the good releases, how do you do it? I guess we'll see. So we'll see. You know, let's see how the week goes. Maybe I will have some major progression and stuff. Maybe I'll wrap up WWE, which would be good. That's one at least out of the rotation. We'll play it by ear, all right? And hopefully we have a better picture of what we can expect, you know, with the streams moving forward by the end of next week, okay? But there you go. There is a rough idea of what you guys can expect in the next week. I want to say especially thank you to those who are being very patient. I realize that there are some of you who don't necessarily like every game I'm playing. You know what I mean? You come by every once in a while, and you watch the games that you like. And it stinks that maybe you like a game that I'm only playing once or twice a week. It is what it is. You know, this is the busy time of the year. It's kind of the opposite, because in the summer, I play a game a lot, and people complain I play a game too much. It's the opposite here, where there's not a lot going on. I mean, excuse me, there's too much going on. And therefore, I don't get to play the games enough, right? So we'll see. We'll see how this month plays out. I mean, ideal state, hopefully by the time Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, I'll have wrapped up at least 1 to 2 of the current games that I'm playing to get them at least out of the rotation. And therefore, it could be Red Dead Redemption as the stream, the main focus stream. And then at night, every night, I play a different game a couple of hours. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see. Okay. So, guys, thank you very much for being patient. Thanks for everything. You know, this season has been great. Don't get me wrong. This crazy busy gaming season has been really good. I've been very much enjoying the streams. I hope you guys have been too. I mean, most of the feedback I'm getting is the streams are great. It's just a shame that I can't play every game more often. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm only one human. I start my streams between 10:30. I stream till 4. Then I'm uploading till 4:30. Then I take a break for dinner. I come back, and I'm on stream for another 2.5 to 3 hours. Plus uploading and everything. So, you know, essentially I'm working between, 9, 10, sometimes 11 hours a day. Depends, too, because if I go late on a nighttime stream, it goes even longer. And then I got to do everything else here that I do behind the scenes to maintain a life. So, it'd be one thing if I was a team of people who could spread the work out amongst different genres of games or whatever. I have one Phil that would play all the action-based games. He'd be playing, WWE. He'd be playing Street Fighter, he'd be playing Call of Duty, and then we have another Phil that plays the RPG, so one playing Dragon Quest and Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Fist of the North Star, and then we could have a third Phil to do all the vlogging and everything people want me to do. If there were 3 Phils, then maybe we could actually do the stuff that people want all the time, right? But it's pretty funny because, when I put out, right now, I'm probably putting out the most that I've ever done. But people used to complain I put out too much. You put out too much in a day. There's no way for us to do it all and follow it all. It's like, you're complaining that there's too much content. You could just not watch it all then. I don't know. Some people, you know, I think what it is there used to be people who, like, were so into following everything I did that they were angry they couldn't, for example, sit around for 8 hours a day watching 8 hours of gameplay content, which I don't blame them, you know. That's why everything's on demand on YouTube for you to watch at your leisure, right? You don't have to watch every single game release on release. You can watch it at your on demand later on and at your own pace, at a casual pace, and it, you know, it helps me out, and you get to watch at your own pace. You know what I mean? Like, everything's fine. So, all right. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to rotate my fan. My fan is pointing the wrong direction. It's a little bit too far to the right. Hold on a second. And then we shall continue on with the pre-stream here. Do a few plugs, do a few shout-outs, and then get ready for Assassin's Creed. Okay. There we go. I think that's better. Let's see how that is. It's a little better. Damn, it's still too far to the right. All right, one more. Hold on. How's this? That's good. That's dead. Okay, good. That's dead on. You know, air blowing straight towards me. That should be good. Okay. So, everybody. Hopefully everyone is going to have a good day chilling with me in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Hopefully we have tons of progress in the story, because at this point it's dragging so slowly that I definitely want to see some major progression. Hopefully we get new areas. Hopefully we get, you know, new quest lines, new armor and abilities and gear and everything. Everything. Okay? All right. So, my friends, I'd like to say thank you so much for all of your support. All of you who come out to my streams every day, who hang out and chill with me. Thanks for 10 years of content creation. I've absolutely loved doing what I do for a living. And I want to say thanks, okay? Now, that being said, for those who are regulars on my stream, or maybe if you're a relative newcomer, all right, I just want you guys to know there are many ways that you can support my efforts to keep doing this, okay? You know, it is my job as well as my hobby. And therefore, it does require, you know, crowdfunding support from you guys. I mean, essentially, that's my major source of income every month now is you guys contributing to the streams. So, allow me to explain ways that you can go above and beyond just being standard stream viewers or video watchers and help support the effort for me to continue to do this full-time for a living. All right, number one, if you have not checked it out yet, which I know many of you probably have not, please go check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidephil. This is a monthly pledge campaign where your monthly pledges earn you perks, which are basically ways to give back, things that you earn, reward levels, okay? In my opinion, the best reward level is a $5 level. If you pledge $5 to my Patreon, you get the ability to nominate and vote on things for special events. This month, the patrons are nominating and voting on games for a Halloween horror marathon, as well as voting on a category of costume for me to wear, okay? So that being said, it's pretty awesome. In the past, patrons have been able to nominate and vote on games for full playthroughs, indie-style games for marathon events, a Rageathon that I did over the summer, a 10-year anniversary retrospective for their favorite moments for me to kind of watch back with them live on a stream, which was really awesome. People really loved that event, among many other things, okay? It's a really awesome thing. By the way, the nomination thing is not the only perk level. You could get a private Q&A video made and things like that. Give it a look over at patreon.com/darksidephil, and it's a great way to help out and contribute and get something back for it. So give it a look. Thanks to everyone who already is a current patron, by the way. Okay, number two, please check out my Teespring shop, where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, okay, including t-shirts, sweaties, hoodie stickers, mugs, all kinds of stuff like that. Here it is. Here's the ad for it right here on your screen. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. I can personally attest to the quality of the product because I own a ton of it. In fact, today, hello everybody, I am wearing one of my 10th anniversary shirts, the King of Retro design. Pretty sweet. I love it. And it comes in multiple colors. It's not just, you know, gray with blue. You can get a red logo. You can get a ton of different colors of shirt with the blue and the red logos, okay? Give it a look. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop helps me out, and you get a really cool collectible. The quality's great. I love these shirts. They don't wear out. I've owned some of them for over a year, and they're still fine after washing them repeatedly and everything. No problems. They don't fall apart or anything. Teespring is good quality stuff, okay? All right. Now, moving on. For those of you who are live on the stream, and maybe you want to get some fun interactions with me while you also support the stream, you could do so by either cheering with bits or subscribing to the channel or tipping me. If you do any of those things, I will give you a verbal shout out during today's stream. Okay? Some criteria that you do need to follow in order to get a guaranteed shout out, though, because understand this is my place of business. This is my stream, and I do need to, number one, abide by all of Twitch's terms of service, and number two, I need to control the content on my stream for some, you know, purposes of, you know, everyone having a good time. It's very subjective what I say or do on my own streams, okay? So that being said, a few criteria for you to follow. If you want to guarantee that you can get a shout out during the stream, the first would be, please, be positive. Don't bring in negativity, such as insults against myself or other stream chatters or other content creators. We don't need to be insulting each other or other people. Please, don't bring in any kind of negative memes or detractor memes, but for myself or other content creators. I have noticed recently people trying to come in here with negative things against other people outside of me, and that's still not allowed. This is not going to be a place where we propagate that kind of crap, okay? Number three, please don't come in and say, oh, did you hear, Phil, about what this guy said about this guy, or this guy did to you, or said about you, someone stole your content and made this video and that video. No one cares. This is a place where we're just going to chill, have fun, and basically be protected from that outside crap. You know, that outside element, we're bombarded with negative shit all day long. In particular, two things I don't really like to allow on my streams are politics and religion, because we get bombarded with that shit in all of our lives outside of my gameplay streams constantly, right? I mean, it's always in the news and everything. Rather than that, let's keep that stuff out of here and make this stream kind of a place where you can feel safe and chill. You're going to watch a fun gameplay stream, watch my live reactions to what's going on in the game, and my commentary. Plus, we get to interact with each other and have a fun, chill experience. And we don't have to be all fucking drama and uppity about everything and get angry at each other. You know what I mean? Like, I like this to be a chill zone where it's just kind of a cool place to be, and everyone feels safe to just hang out and talk, rather than, oh, let's all get angry at each other and uppity and dramatic and shit. No. No. Absolutely not. No. Okay. So those are the general rules. If you could at least please follow those rules, I would appreciate it very much. And basically, it would keep this stream fun and exciting and a cool place to chill. All right? Most people get it, by the way. I should say that most people do get it. It's not like this is a constant thing. It's not. Every once in a while, you get a bad apple or two who come in and try to derail the stream, but we usually take care of it pretty quickly, and the streams end up being a pretty fun place. All right? Now, if you'd like to go a step further and see a fun Halloween-themed animation play on the stream in conjunction with your contribution, you could actually do that. Get some visual recognition. How do you do that? You either cheer 50 or more bits in a single cheer, $5 or more in a single tip, or if you subscribe to the channel and wait a few minutes, a share button will appear, and you click on that share button. Any of those three things will play a fun Halloween-themed animation, which is pretty sweet, right? Plus, keep in mind, I'm going to give you verbal recognition for your contribution as well. So basically, you get both visual and verbal. It's double recognition, okay? Now, if you guys look up at the top of the stream, you will see the stream stats leaderboard. This is something that tracks things such as the current top cheerer as well as the current top tipper, all right? And it's another way for you to get recognition. If you're the top cheer or top tip of the day, you'll get up there, and it'll be there during the course of the gameplay. All right, so another cool thing just to add into the many cool things that we're doing around here. Okay, let's see. Outside of all of that, the only other thing I want to talk about. Okay, two more quick things. Subs. Obviously, if you subscribe to the channel, you get many benefits, including access to all of the fun new emotes that we've added over the past couple of months, including the DSP Anger emote, the Take a Sip emote, the DSP Confusion emote, a lot of different ones that have been added over the past couple of months. They're pretty sweet. Also, you won't have to watch advertisements when I run them during ad breaks, and you get a cool chat crown to show how long you've been a subscriber. In fact, A couple people will be hitting their 2-year anniversaries next month, which will be pretty damn sweet. Okay. And last but not least, if you're interested in tipping me, this is a method of contribution completely outside of the realm of cheering and subbing and outside of, any kind of Twitch integration. You could do so via 2 methods. If you look below the stream, there should be a button that says tip jar. You can click on that. It'll take you to my PayPal tips page where you can either be anonymous or leave your name in a message if you want a shout out. If you don't see the tip jar button, you just type !tip into the stream chat. And that'll bring up a link, boop, a little, link to click on to go to the PayPal tips page as well. Tips are much appreciated. In fact, tips are what I typically have been using to fund game purchases this month. Pretty much all the games I bought this month were funded by tips. As of now, I have none. Like, I'm all drained out because I bought so many games this month. And I got 2 more games I got to buy this month. So, any tip contributions are very much appreciated, my friends. And thank you for them. Okay. Now, let us go ahead and give credit where credit is due. And let's give some shout outs to those who have cheered, subbed, and tipped. All right? So we actually started off with a $1 tip today from Big Bad Buffoon, who says, if you put your pre-stream songs and sell them, you might make a profit. You have enough songs for 2 or maybe 3 CDs at $15 to $20 each. What do you think? I think that is silly. If you're not aware, I don't make those remixes. All right? Those are remixes. Most of the music I play on pre-stream are just viewers or fans from over the years who compiled my commentary over certain games and then edited them into songs. There's a few people over the years who've been very prolific in doing this, but haven't really been doing it actively for years. Like, I mean, the most prolific guy was Ghost Drone, and he did it back in 2010 for about a year. He made a ton of songs that all got popular, and then he basically went off to college or university. If you don't live in the United States, you call it university, and he never came back. Like, that was it. He's like, all right, that's the end of that chapter in my life. It was fun when I did it or whatever, but, you got S Beast Music, who's done multiple remixes with rock style music, guitar, instrumentals, and the like. And he's really awesome, but he doesn't do it. He's not making any money off of it or anything. He just does it every once in a while, every year or two. Maybe he'll make a remix. So you got to understand that this is just casual stuff done on the internet. I don't own the rights to these songs, even though it is my voice used in them. All right. I'm just playing it for fun on a pre-stream to give it a little bit more exposure, and because considering it is myself and my voice, it's pretty fun. But I don't necessarily, own the songs. Okay. So I wouldn't be able to just sell them, as a CD. Plus, they're free on the internet. Who would buy a CD? You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'll give you an example here. Back when I was working on Project 7, this was a highly edited comedy sketch style series that I was doing around the year 2012. My whole idea was to release the standard episodes for free on the internet, and then eventually I would sell DVDs, but the DVDs would, number 1, have the highest video quality, much better than what I had on YouTube. Number 2, they would have all behind-the-scenes commentary, as well as exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, script read-throughs. Like, you would have a ton of extra content that would warrant you buying that DVD set, okay? What on earth would warrant someone to buy a CD of music that you can listen to immediately for free on YouTube? I don't think there's any incentive, you know what I mean? Except, okay, well, the incentive is that I want to support Phil, so I'm going to spend some money, right? Okay, well, you could do that anyway. Like, you could already cheer, sub, or tip. You can already pledge to my Patreon. So what do you need is a worthless CD for then? You see what I mean? So the answer here is no. I would not do that. But thank you very much for the suggestion and the tip. Then Beatboxer tipped me $1. He says, can the Harry Potter series of GameCube games be nominated for your Halloween marathon? No. Harry Potter is not Halloween, and therefore it would not be eligible for that marathon, because it is a Halloween marathon. Okay? All right, let me actually get both of these guys. They both tipped $1. So, let's see here. They both tipped me $1, so there you go. Very nice. All right, continuing on. Shout out to The Midnight Animal, who did a 50-bit cheer and says, Phil, I've watched a number of your streams now, and I've come to realize you're a genuine, funny guy. Nothing like the detractors have said. I hope you'll accept my apology for going along with their nonsense before. Yeah, listen, it's fine. I love it when people come by and say, Phil, I thought you were a jerk. Everyone told me you were. came by your stream, hung out with you for a while, you know, maybe a couple different streams to see what kind of games you play, and, you know, I actually found you entertaining. This is pretty cool. I like that, and the reason I like that is because what it proves is that all that crap that's said about me, even though it may be based on a nugget of truth here or there, you know, a moment of weakness or a shortcoming that I have, which, admittedly, I'm not a perfect human. I have many flaws that have come out over the 10-plus years I've done this because I put out so much content. I'm probably the most prolific gamer on YouTube / on Twitch that, you know, you're going to find these chinks in the armor. You're going to find these horrible moments of weakness and stupid shit that I did. I'm a dumbass sometimes. What else can I say? I do some really stupid things. The problem is the people who are negative about me all the time only focus on those things. They forget about the fact that I'm streaming, you know, 8 hours a day, and out of the 8 hours that I stream, maybe there was 2 minutes where something bad happened, right? You know what I mean? Like something stupid or something offensive. Okay, 2 minutes out of how many hundreds and hundreds of minutes is a pretty low ratio. But that's what they want to do. They want to focus in on only the negative and make this seem like that's the end-all, be-all of me. And the reason they do it is because they realize that on YouTube, by the way, not on Twitch, but on YouTube, that kind of content is applauded and rewarded by algorithms on YouTube and by the drama-seeking, underaged viewership of that website. And that's why I don't focus on YouTube anymore. I'm done with it. Like, it is an archive for my content, but I absolutely refuse to focus in on a website that will only focus on negativity. Give you an example. In the year of 2016, I really worked hard, okay, really, genuinely worked hard, to make edited style content of high quality for YouTube on a channel called KO Gaming. Out of all the videos I put out, the only videos that ever caught on were the ones that were negative. So, oh, this is the worst game I've ever played. This game's incredibly underwhelming or a ripoff. Those videos would always do well because the major viewers on YouTube are immature drama queens who are searching out for negativity. Whenever I put out a video, wow, this is like Game of the Year material, amazing game, no one would care, no one would watch. And that's, I'm sorry, that's just not part of a community I want to be a part of anymore. I'm done with it. You know, I'm not going to be this negative drama monger just to get attention and views on YouTube. I refuse. So I'd much rather be here on Twitch where I can hang out and have fun and have positive, chill streams with everyone and then use YouTube as my archive of my content rather than try to find a way to make a dramatic video to game the system and get views on YouTube. Fuck that shit. I'm done with it, you know? I dealt with that shit for far too long and I'm just so not playing that game anymore. So I'm not surprised, honestly, Midnight Animal, that you heard so much negative shit about me on YouTube. The people who purposely do that shit to get attention because it games the system, all right? And then you come onto the stream, you're like, what the hell? This is nothing like what people said. I'm not surprised that you're not the first person to say it, but I want to say thank you for telling me that. I always love hearing that kind of stuff because obviously it means I'm doing something right, and, you know, I can't do much about what YouTube does. You know, I'm not some multimillionaire who can sue the shit out of the company and tell them to stop defaming me. But what I can do is just push forward positively on my streams and hope that more people like you come on over and give it a chance, right? Okay, shout out to Stinkin' Burrows, who did a 100-bit cheer. Stinkin' Burrows, you're currently the top cheerer. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. I don't know if anyone else will unseat you, but let's get you up there for now. Oops. There we go. Okay. Shout out to ICX Perp, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you for the sub, ICX Perp. I appreciate that. Kate is here. She cheered 45 bits. Says, happy Sunday, Phil, and thanks for being real and an honest gamer. Well, thank you, Kate, for being here on the stream and hanging out and for your contribution. IC Perp then cheered 90 bits. He says, do you remember Crimson Sky 87? By the way, I love your streams. Yeah, Crimson Sky was he was the guy, wait a minute, now I'm trying to remember. He was the guy in Injustice, wasn't he? Wasn't he the guy who was the Deadpool spammer? If I remember correctly? Yeah, he was, right? He was the Deadpool spammer, who basically had no knowledge of fundamentals of fighting games, but completely just basically focused on spamming and finding ways to abuse the online terrible netcode of the game. So I said Deadpool, I meant Deathstroke. The Deathstroke spammer in Injustice 1. Yeah, that was a long time ago. We actually watched some of that back during my 10-year retrospective. If you guys haven't seen it yet, over on DSPGaming on YouTube, my 10-year retrospective event, I went back and watched some of like the most infamous slash popular moments of my 10 years of content creation. And we basically watched for about like 10-15 minutes. We watched some of the most bullshit Deathstroke spamming nonsense from the launch of the game that was literally unbeatable at the time. Because no one had designed it, or no one had figured out any way around it yet. And the lag, and the netcode of Injustice 1 was very poor. Like, it was very laggy. So it was incredibly hard to stop that shit. So there you go. Okay. Shout out to Murdoch, who did a 250-bit cheer to become today's top cheerer. He says, can you stream PC games? I suggest Conjuring House for the Halloween Marathon. It's a nice little and scary first-person horror game. Let me put it this way. Yes and no. Yes, I can capture and stream those games, but there's no guarantee that it's not going to be choppy and or not run very well on my PC. Because keep in mind, I have a gaming PC that is great for running standard games, but if I'm also capturing and then streaming at the same time, it degrades the quality big time. Basically eats up all the memory. And I've had times where I do this and it works. Like last year I played Call of Cthulhu on the PC for my Halloween marathon, and it worked fine. It actually worked perfectly fine, no problems. But then there's been games that I try to do and the whole thing just runs like shit, okay? So it's hit or miss. As long as the game isn't too graphically intensive, I think it would be able to be played. As for, you know, that being a nominee for the Halloween Horror Marathon, that's out of my hands. That's up to the patrons. The patrons are currently nominating games, and I don't actually know what they've nominated. I haven't checked in a while. They have until, I believe what I said was it was going to be the middle of next week, and then I was going to close off that poll. And actually today's Sunday, right? So actually I told them one more week. Yeah, one more week from today. They have to nominate horror games, and then I'm close that off next weekend. And then I will create the poll for them to start voting on what games will actually be played during the marathon, okay? So, Conjuring House. I'll have to keep that in mind and give it a look and see if it's been suggested by the patrons yet, okay? By the way, Murdoch, you were the current top cheerer for today, so let's get you up on the leaderboard. 250 bits, thank you very much. Very nice. Oop, there we go. Okay. Shout out to Ron Paul 2008X, who cheered. Says, after the busy release season, will you return to the 30th anniversary collection? You know, I would love to. I absolutely really enjoy playing the throwback Street Fighter games. In particular, playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike in that collection was kind of a breath of fresh air, because that's a game I haven't played in a while. And I was actually getting to the point where I could parry stuff pretty reliably, right? And I was doing pretty good. Problem was, I wasn't really finding people to play anymore. Like, I was searching and searching and searching. I was searching endlessly looking for matches. And it was getting pretty hard. It was to the point where I was playing the same 1-2 people over and over and over during a session of it, because it didn't seem like many people played it anymore. And apparently, from what I don't understand, it is all but dead. Like, it was, you know, people were interested in May and June when it came out. And then kind of over the summer, the interest kind of waned, and now apparently almost no one plays it anymore, which sucks. But it is what it is, I guess. Quite frankly, the collection isn't as good as it could have been. It could have been way better, and I really blame Capcom for hiring the company they got to basically make this port of emulators rather than actually having someone put time and effort into making a legitimate version of these games. And I'm not going to get into it. The collection has many issues, but I like the collection. I would love to keep playing it. Sadly, as you guys saw, I wasn't getting matches in it anymore. I can't imagine that later this year that's going to change. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine by the end of 2018, in December, things are slowing down with new releases. I go to play it, and I'm going to get tons of robust matches in competition. I really doubt it. So, would I be willing to give it another shot? Yes. Am I optimistic that I'm going to have a great experience? Not really. Okay? Okay, shout out to MP9 Guy, who tipped me $10. Thank you very much. You're the top tipper for the day. Let's go ahead and get you up here on the leaderboards. Hold on. We can get rid of these other two tippers and get you up as the top tipper. Okay, so his question is as follows. He says, Would you consider doing a playthrough of Digimon Cyber Sleuth? When the gaming season slows down, I would be donating the game. Well, first of all, I don't know what that is. I know what Digimon is, but I haven't heard anything about Digimon in a million years, so I didn't even know that they were still actively making games. I don't know what Cyber Sleuth is. I don't know if it's a new game or an old game. I have no concept of what this game is. I don't know if the end of this year, when things slow down, if people are going to want to see something like that. I mean, I understand you personally like it and you want to donate it, and I get that. Does anyone know anything about Digimon Cyber Sleuth? Your boy Jermaine says, oh, I love that. If he actually donates it, I'll be the one guy who will like that playthrough. Apparently, people are saying it's from the last year or so. It's not new, but it's from the last year or so. Infinite says that Digimon is awesome. Play it. Cyber Sleuth was a superbly good game, says that Anana Bunny. It's an RPG. Oh, boy. Listen, guys, not to say that I don't like RPGs. I think it's pretty apparent I do, considering I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Dragon Quest XI, and Fist of the North Star right now, which are all, you know, RPG hybrid-style games. But in December, I wanted to play Shenmue 2 because I played Shenmue 1 in the summer, and I actually really liked it. And people are like, man, you got to play Shenmue 2 before Shenmue 3 comes out next summer. And the truth of the matter is, if you look at early 2019, holy shit, the game release schedule is absolutely stacked and insane for 2019. Like, the first 3 to 4 months of 2019 are crazy busy for new releases, to the point where, like, I'm going to be, like, so busy. There's constant new games. So I get the feeling that the first half of 2019 is going to fly by for gamers like us. And next thing you know, it's going to be the summer. So the question is, if I don't play Shenmue 2 in you know, December, January, I don't know when I would. Okay? Plus, guys, if you're not aware, Phoenix Wright. I need to apparently play a playthrough of Phoenix Wright coming up. I think it's Trials and Tribulations, the one I haven't played yet. And I'm waiting for the collection. Remember they announced the new collection's coming out? When that collection comes out, I need to play one of those games. So you're already talking about Shenmue 2 and Phoenix Wright, two incredibly, you know, Japanese-centric games, you know, RPG-style games with lots of dialogue and shit that I gotta read. I don't think I'm gonna have time to play Cyber Sleuth as well, out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm certainly not saying that I'll never play it. I'm just saying I don't know if this is the right time. With all the other stuff I've already got on the docket. Like, I'm pretty booked. You know what I mean? I'm pretty booked. So, we'll see. And I just want to say thank you very much, MP9 guy, for the suggestion and for the very generous tip. But I don't know if in the short-term realm of possibility if this is going to happen. Okay? Alright, Solid Metal Gear Rex was gifted a sub from Infinite. Congratulations to Solid Metal Gear. And thank you, Infinite, very much for your support. I appreciate that. Alright, it looks like we've actually gotten through all of these shout-outs. Let me check the sub count and see if it's changed. It has not. Or still, oh no, it did go up by 1, I think. I think we're 632 now. Last time, guys, I'm going to be doing this for the week. I want to give a shout-out to the top 10 cheerers. Reason being, this is the end of the week. After tonight, it will reset. So when we come back on Tuesday, it'll be basically back down to 0, and everyone will get a chance to get up on this cheering leaderboard that you can see at the top of the stream chat right now. Okay? So, let's do it. Top 10 cheerers for the week. If I can click on the damn thing. Here we go. In 10th place, we've got K. Jones. In 9th place, Murdoch. In 8th place, Eternal Napalm. 7th place goes to Ryukage99. 6th place goes to Straight Cash Homie. 5th place goes to Golden Colts. 4th place to Grazy Dream. 3rd place to Infinite 55. 2nd place goes to Himanoma. And in 1st place, with that large and generous cheer from last week when I won my very first match of Blackout and Black Ops 4, Paladin Maxin. Thank you very much. Freddie Bosley cheers. Are you going to play Jump Force? I feel it's a cash grab and the gameplay won't live up to the hype. That's the thing, though. Like, for me, I'm not looking for a competitive fighter in Jump Force. I'm looking for a silly game where a bunch of anime characters mash up and just beat the shit out of each other with big flashy moves and the like. And I think for, you know, a couple sessions of just silly fun, it'll be a good game. If you're actually trying to take it seriously as a competitive fighting game, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you're not taking it so seriously and you just want to have some silly fun, I think it'll actually be pretty good. So yeah, I am going to be checking out Jump Force. There you go. Refreshing. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the pre-stream. Okay, thank you guys very much. Great pre-stream, good support. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your everything. We're going to start with Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now. Like I promised you guys, 4 hours of story-based gameplay. I'm going to try to just advance the story if I at all can here, because we really need to get a chunk into the story at this part. We do. I can't keep, dragging my feet and lagging behind in all these game playthroughs that I'm doing. However, keep in mind, with a lot of open world exploration and the like, there will be a lot of opportunity for interaction, so please keep it coming. Let's talk. Let's have it, make it be a fun, chill, interactive stream. 4+ hours of Odyssey progress. Thank you guys very much for being here. Let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin. Okay.